I love countries like China, like India, countries that believe in themselves. As we don't believe in ourselves, we believe in what others believe. So we are just merely reflectors of the thoughts of other men. We are not independent even in our thinking. You get the point? That's just the reality of things. Yeah, I know people may not like this, but it's not a problem. I have a niche market that has got money that is going to pay me more than what everyone is doing. Because immediately you eat the food we grow here, you are bewitched. You don't want to eat anything because this is so tasty. When you do something which the majority are not willing to do, you stand out. When I came here, people were telling me there's nothing that can grow here. Even the people that sold me this land were even laughing at me. Oh, see what is going to do.
They were laughing at you?
Ah, they were, sure.
We pray God to protect you, my brother.
When I started this, people were laughing at me. I said, you guys, I don't think you know me yet. Just wait. Just give time some time.
Do you think that in the West, they are starting to realize that Africa is waking up and we have been a sleeping giant all along?
And I think we've reached a level where we are very much unstoppable.
For every disease that is bothering a lot of people in the world today, you think that Africa holds the key?
You know, it's just that we have to stand up and prove that we can do this. And actually, you see, there are so many diseases that our grandmothers are capable of solving. The hospital says, no, we don't know what to do. Because these people have seen so much and they have experienced so much and they're able to...
So why are we looking down upon them, these grandmothers of ours? Because they know this.
Yeah.
They can tell you, go and chew that. For pain, go and do that. As young people, we should sit under a tree and say, how best can we move this continent forward? And those who are leading us.
Very true. So, and I'm so glad that you're creating content. If you look at the content that we are consuming on a daily basis, it's not the content that there's just too much junk content that throws out there. It's just dancing. There's nothing wrong with dancing, but the question is how will dancing take our economy further? We need to dance, but not too much dancing again, whereby it's just dancing. But content that is educative is more important than the content that we are releasing on it. It's just scandals, scandals.
Yeah, scandals everywhere.
No, this boyfriend, what? This is my 4th year.
4th year?
Yes.
So you created all this in 4 years?
Yeah, 4 years. Yeah. No, there's nothing else that I'm doing. Every day I wake up. I work 6 days, as the Bible says. Every day, this is my job. There's nothing else that I don't drink. I have no girlfriends. This is my focus. So what will stop me from getting the job done when I'm always on the job?
You're eating aloe vera.
It's the gift.
Let me, I want to try. I'm good.
We are doing farming that needs to be done, like, growing food without chemicals, making our own fertilizers.
Yeah.
But at the same time also, we are setting an example of how life ought to be for the youths, for old people, because like youths think farming is for the old people.
Yes.
Old people think you can only get into farming when you're old, So, but this is how life ought to be. Whether you're in formal employment, you're not in formal employment. Like me, or sometimes I think like, I'm done with this life because what I've invested in here can sustain me for this life and also for my children.
Yes.
And all those things, yeah.
So this is generational wealth.
Yeah, it is. If you have seen, I've involved my children and my wife very much because I don't want them to start where I started from. I want them to build on from where I'm going to leave this at. Yeah. There's one man who says, the wisest people make complicated things simple. Then fools make simple things very complicated. So if this was very simple and straightforward, and you can see the big mangoes here.
Yeah.
And
this is so nice, my brother.
And this tree is only like 1 year and some months.
Imagine, and it's producing fruits
and
already.
it has grown this much. So I don't think things are that complicated as they are pictured. So we have 5 boreholes, and this is what we've developed so far is 7.5 hectares, all with fruit trees. I'm doing this for the first time. What I'm doing here, I've never done. Me, I did computer engineering. When I moved into this, it's something that I did, it has been like I'm learning by researching, experimenting, trying out things.
If it's computer engineering that you did, what are you doing here?
No,
my guy. People will be laughing at you because at the end of the day, people in the cities will be saying, this guy is well learned. What is he doing in the rural areas? So they'll be laughing at you.
Let me tell you the fact. You see, sometimes we don't deal with the reality of things. In Zambia,
yes,
everyone can have access to land. In my IT job, the highest paying job that I got was 2,500.
Yes.
So, and the people that I know, like in our class, we are 28.
Yeah.
There were just a few that were hired to go and work in the corporate world, and they're getting a good salary. But I couldn't have made the money that I'm making. Like in my, like right now, on the list of my problem, 1 million problems, money is not on the list.
My brother here is doing organic farming.
So in terms of what I would have achieved in IT compared to what I've achieved in farming, far, far different. I wouldn't have boarded on a plane in IT, I don't think so. But now it has just become like a transport mode.
I'm happy. You know, when I hear people like you speaking like this with audacity, it inspires me to keep on going out there to search for people like you, because it's high time that people start learning from people like you. At the end of the day, our history is dying.
Yeah, very true. Very
people
true.
like you are reminding us that I can use this and heal myself.
Yeah.
Are you sure that I can use this to heal myself?
Look at myself. I haven't been taking drugs from childhood.
Yeah.
Because I'm one person who believes in nature, like, you know, the way our forefathers used to live.
Yes.
And I'm in a location where there is no hospital here. You get the point? So the key is, how do I prevent disease? The only time that I would want to go to the hospital is maybe when I'm involved in an accident. But simple things like headache, malaria, you know, heart diseases, cancer. Those are just
You're calling cancer simple disease.
Simple. Everything has got a root cause. So, but now, like, I'll give an example. When I'm eating organic food, when I'm drinking and breathing medicine, because when you study medicine in India, they grow herbs in large quantities because these are medicinal plants. The pharmacologists, they study plants. When we look at life, like where the origin and how life ought to be, and you study history, you get to understand the best way to address problems that we face. Like here, me, no track record. You know, this guy was sick, went to the hospital and others. It is rare cases, unless if I've got severe malaria, that's when I can, but mostly it is due to me. Maybe sometimes I overwork and my immune system goes low. But otherwise, these things have capacity to deal with all sort of diseases at prevention level and also at curing level. But this is something that, you know, we haven't yet embraced and all those things.
What made you to choose this kind of life?
It's the best. If I give you, I put two things, a bicycle and a vehicle, what would you go for?
A car.
You see? So the reason you go for a car, because you know it's the best.
So
I know, like, not just, you know, inheriting. I've done research for so many years and I've experimented myself. I've went through a number of case studies. So it's something that I'm grounded on. I know it both from historical point of view, from biblical point of view, from my own experience, it works.
Bro, is this lucrative? What you're doing, organic?
So if there is a vehicle that you need to put fuel for it to move, and there's a vehicle that moves without fuel, which one would you go for?
The one without fuel.
But you still achieve the same goal. So with organic farming, I make my own fertilizer. I cut off the transport cost. I cut off the inconveniences that would happen if, like, for example, there's a time there was war in Ukraine. And that's where fertilizer comes from, and we couldn't get fertilizer. The prices went very high. But here, I control fertilizer. I grow things that I can replant. I'll show you the red maize that we grow here. I don't have to be buying seed every year. I replant that. In terms of pests, I control them myself using this. So I find that the cost of production goes extremely very low. You've seen some tents there. Those people they've traveled 850 kilometers to come and learn what we are doing so that they can go and replicate. We have people that come outside the country to come and learn what we're doing. But we haven't even yet started doing what we want to do.
What are you trying to achieve?
No, just wait.
This guy.
Just look at my hands.
I feel the energy. Look at, I want people to see.
So it's not just the empty words.
You're waking.
You see these stones here? We've held this stone one after the other. Now imagine the work of putting all these stones. It was so massive, but I know one stone after the other as we progress, we're going to achieve. This farm, we've been working on it inch by inch. And it's just about, just give time some time.
Amazing! Bit by bit.
No, I'm not in a rush. I'm not.
Why? Because the reason, I think there's a reason. You want it to be a process.
Like you see, I've learned so much through the process. You have to learn to trust the process. People are just too much in a rush. rush. And they rush, they crash. We pick them up, say, no, don't cry. But when you trust the process, things happen.
You are not the first person to tell me that Africa should start eating healthy, should start eating organic, going back to the basics. What is it that Africa is missing that you guys know now?
I've had people that come from America, from Australia. They come here, they find raspberries. They say, no, we don't eat raspberries. They are tasteless. I give them. I just but how come these ones are different? There's one guy, a friend of mine.
Yeah.
When he comes, all he loves, he says, my wife loves the granadilla strawberry. So one thing that we haven't yet understood as Africans is that our soil is the best. If you study history, this is the continent where Eden resided. The best soil is right here. What we grow here, one, is medicine. Number two is health. No wonder if you look at even our level of disease resistance.
Yes.
What we grow here. But now when we introduce these foreign things,
Yes.
they destroy our soils, the structure, the nutrients and the minerals and everything. No wonder if you see most of the farmers who come from outside the country, they come and work here, they make a lot of money. I know one thing, which many people don't know. These guys, when they come here, they will be growing things for export.
Yeah.
And now when they test the nutritional content of that food, then the demand there is high. But us, we haven't yet realized that. You see? And now we are telling you, no, I have to go to America to Wati. I have to. No, listen. Life is here. And there's absolutely nothing better than Africa on this continent in terms of resources. Like even just the mental, like me, I'm not defined by color.
Yes.
No.
You don't
and
see
I'm not even intimidated.
Yes.
I'm a human being and we are just the same. See? So I think we have everything that we need here to do and get to the level that we want. And you see, we'll never be respected on the continental level if we are doing nothing. We're always beggars. We're always working under the leadership and no. I think we have to get to a point where we do things and we stand out.
Do you think that we're going to reach that level?
No, we will. No, we will. Just look at where we're coming from. We will. No, we are going. As long as we are alive, we are going to. The only thing that will stop us is death. So only two things. He said that we die or Jesus comes before we achieve that. But otherwise, no, we are going to.
How much am I doing this for?
100 kwacha. Too much, bro. There's sort of like an aftertaste and it's so bad. Yeah, you take a bite like a big one. And without changing your face, like what I did.
Without changing my face.
Yeah, there is 100 kwacha for you if you do that.
So guys, here we go.
Go ahead. I'll give you your money when you're finished.
So from here, right?
Yeah, just there.
All right. Thank you. God have us.
Without changing your face. Go ahead.
So, wait a minute.
Yeah. This
So
one.
how did you manage?
So you see, you.
Okay.
But here's the secret.
Yeah.
So here.
I'll give you 10 kwacha for trying.
So here is the secret.
Yeah.
Anything that we do, if it is controlled by the mind. So, like, this thing is bitter. Like, I can feel the bitterness, but I've put the time under the control of the mind. Did you? I'm sure you experienced it. Immediately you said it is bitter, it even became more bitter.
Hey, yeah.
So when you allow your mind to control these other organs, you can do the toughest thing.
I've learned. Today I've learned my lesson.
So this thing is bitter, but when I'm eating it, mostly I just raise the level at which my mind can control the tongue, then I control.
I'm still feeling it. How are you there?
So here are some more mangoes.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, please. Thank you, my brother. Yeah, it's okay.
Get a mango.
Come get a mango. Probably you feel better. Come get some mango. Oh, we give you your mangoes when you.
Yeah.